Number one, compared to most other countries in the world, the American economy is quite strong. So we're just going to earn more in the US annually than people from many other countries. And as you know, my friends, ballroom dancing, competing at an elite level, it ain't cheap. It takes a lot of money. As a matter of fact, the first time we flew to England to compete, our coaches said, okay, this is not like competing in the US or Canada. You need to batten down the hatches. Do not leave your bags unattended. Don't leave them unattended in the changing room. Leave a guard there, because there are people flying in from around the world that have scraped together every last penny from themselves, from their extended family, to be able to come here to compete. You know, they're hand making their costumes, yada, yada. And Blackpool is, in fact, the only place I have ever been as a ballroom dancer where I had something stolen that was left unattended. And it's not even necessarily if they're bad people. I mean, if it comes to eating or something, you know, maybe they don't have a choice. I don't know. But yeah, so we just have more expendable income. Okay. Number two, compared to my friends from other countries, we as Americans, me as an American, had much more freedom to travel. I never once had a hassle getting a visa to go to compete at a comp. I did have friends that wanted to do comps and they couldn't get approval. And I don't know exactly how that works. I just send it in and it magically goes through, but they were not able to travel because they could not get approval. And I'm not sure if that's from their home country or from the country they wish to compete in, but that is a huge benefit. Here's another thing, guys. I know a number of Israeli competitors and that were living in the United States, and they have a mandatory military service over there at a certain age for both young men and women. And I don't know if they would have been seized had they got on an airplane, but none of them traveled because they were afraid if they got on that airplane, they would be extradited back to Israel and be forced to serve in the military. Now, I have no idea if they just didn't want to be in the military. But I know as a ballroom dancer, especially if you're, competing at the championship level, you have kind of elite aspirations, you want to turn pro. Those are prime years of your life that you have a narrow window to achieve that goal, just physically, okay? And so if they miss out, I don't remember how long they said, 2 years or something, but can you imagine, as 2 years behind in training, good luck catching up. So that's definitely a benefit we have here in the United States, because I don't think most people have even been in the military, let alone be drafted and forced to serve in it, okay? And if they do, we have the freedom, in the United States. I don't know what the age limits are. I think it's like up to age 35 or something. They allow people to join. So you don't have to take away those prime training years to do that, okay? Number three, coaching, accessibility to coaches. So because of the US economy, and I've shared in a previous video why we have so many awesome coaches here, we can stay within the United States, or some of us, if you're lucky, can even be in your own town and have immediate access to those high level coaches, okay? And ballroom dancing, Danceport, this is a thing around the world. And I love when you guys put in the comments, hi from wherever, in different countries, because we are absolutely a worldwide community. But there are both internationally and within the United States, because this is a big country we live in here. I call them dance deserts, where maybe they don't have access to coaching at all that they can just, go to that day. Or perhaps they only have access to social level instruction, which is wonderful, but as a competitor, that's not going to cut it. And so, in addition to the strong economy, it would be cheaper for us as Americans living close by to just travel and take less time away from work to go get those amazing lessons, right? And again, I am not putting down social dancers, and I'm not putting down social teachers. That's where almost all of us started, and they are kind of the embryo of someone's ballroom dance life. They are generating so many new dancers. I'm nothing but grateful to them, respectful of them. They're hardworking. But as competitors, if you get mediocre coaching, the best you can expect is mediocre results. I'm just being honest here, okay, guys? And so anyway, I am painting with a broad brush here. I'm trying to consolidate into a short YouTube video. I would be very interested to hear from your perspective the pros of dancing in your area of the country, in your area of the world, and the cons as well, because there are some, including cons to being an American competitor. But we can dive into that in another video. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some all more things ballroom dance. Bye, guys. Happy dancing.